So principle number one is that everything and everyone, including I, including you, are made of the infinite love of Source, okay? The infinite loving energy of Source, and are infinitely loved by Source. Okay, and we're going to go deep into each one of these parts of it because they actually are different and they encompass a different frequency and energy and a different realization within yourself, a different level of alignment for each one of them. So, okay, we talked when we first began about how you're actually not separate, right? So quantum physics actually shows us and tells us and has proven to us, okay, that everything is made of energy. Okay, so just take that in. Everything, everyone, including you, is made of energy. Okay, it's made of energy, or this energy of life force, right? This energy of love, this energy of spirit, this energy of oneness. Okay, it's all made of energy. And science actually shows us this is actually what is, right? So this solar system idea of electrons as like these tiny solid particles, right, and was actually incorrect. We have, you know, this is just quantum physics words, just so that your mind goes, oh God, this is really real. Electrons, mutons, and quarks and gluons, they have no internal structure, no physical size, meaning that all of this, okay, is actually energy. It's an illusion that it's dense. It's an illusion that it's separate. We're every energy, okay? Every energy is spacious. We are 99.9% space. That something would be solid is a mystifying quantum physicist because it's all made of space. And it's all, therefore, just made of energy. Okay? And since everything is actually made of energy, and you're part of everything, you're made of energy. Right? We're just talking about what is. We're not like talking about some airy-fairy idea. We're just talking about like, oh, okay, so everything's made of energy, and I'm made of energy, and I'm a part of that energy. Okay, fantastic. Okay, cool. So, I like to call this energy, life force, love, source, right? When I speak about the word love in the infinite love of source, what I'm talking about is life force, energy, source, the unified field, right? So what if you allowed love to not actually be a feeling with someone or a thing and energy that you give to yourself or you take away from yourself, but literally just to be life, force energy, to be the unified field? What if everything is actually already just made of love, made of life force energy? And since you're one with that life force energy, are you actually made of love? Yeah, science actually tells us we are part of the quantum field. We are one with that quantum field. Therefore, we're actually already made of love. We're already made of life force energy. We're already made of source. Now, what this first part of this first principle does is it gives you a whole different reality to function from. Because how many of you guys have done something like thought, you know, search for love outside of you? Like, if I get the money, then I'll feel love. Well, you're already made of love. Quantum physics actually shows us. You're already one with the unified field, which is all love, which is all source. Like, hold on a second. right? How can you search for love outside of you when love is what you already are? Do you see what I mean? Right? So this higher order of reality, of everything being love, and you accepting that you are part of all of that love, it allows you to relax. It allows that love to flow through you. It allows you to experience that love everywhere because everything's made of love. And you are love interacting with love. So in a way, it's like you're made of love interacting with love. You're a drop of ocean in an endless ocean of love. You still get to be a drop of ocean if you're an ocean drop, even if you're in the entire ocean. Right? If you took out one drop from the ocean would still be the ocean. Right? That drop would still be part of that love, part of that ocean. So you as a being are a drop of the ocean in an endless ocean. You are love. Okay? And in addition, everything and everyone is made of love. Now this ends all kinds of illusionary patterns, right? Because not only does it end searching for love outside of you in money, like, oh, if I had the money I'd be loved, but also it ends that whole search for love in other people. How many of you guys have been waiting for somebody else to love you in order to be loved? Be love. Right? Yeah, so from the illusion, you're like, oh my God, I've got to have this man, this woman in my life in order to feel loved. Well, that's a never-ending cycle. That's the idea that you're separate from this love, which isn't true. So if you step into this higher order of reality, where you know that you are made of love, that you are one with love, you no longer need to search for love outside of you. You no longer need other people to love you to be the love that you are. You're already love. You're made of love. And if you're made of love and everything's made of love, then are you experiencing love everywhere you go? Yeah. Welcome to my life. Right? So when we choose this higher order of reality, which is actually what is, which is everything, is unified. We're part of the unified field of love. We're one with the unified field of love. How could we not be made of love when we're one with the unified field of love, right? So we are love, interacting with love. It's already that way. We only get those illusionary experiences when we believe in the illusion that we're separate from love. And this illusion that you're separate from love and that you are not love, it leaves you spending a lot of money and doing a lot of things searching for this love that is seemingly outside of you that actually isn't. This first principle cannot be undone. It can't be changed. It can illusionarily feel like it's changed. You're having an experience that you're not loved. That'll never be so. There is no way for you to not be loved. It is not possible. And at some point in your existence, you're going to realize this is true. And what if that point in your existence was tonight? Okay? What if that point in your existence was actually this moment? Where you walked around with the illusion that you weren't loved for long enough to finally say, you know what? I know that I'm loved. Why? Because I know Source. I know that I'm loved because deep in my heart, I know that everything is hardwired in this love and that life is this love and life is inherently good and I am loved beyond measure and everything is loved beyond measure and this is the way that it is and it is a fact. We are not talking about fiction here. We're not talking about beliefs. We're talking about what you know, what you've always known. And deep in your core, I know that you know this. Sure, you've experienced other things, but somehow you knew in all those experiences that none of that was the truth. So is tonight your night to finally just accept the fact? Yeah? Okay, fantastic! Yes! Okay, so repeat after me, you guys. You ready? Whew, we are in this universe. Can you feel it? We are in what's real. We are in what's true. Yes. So go ahead and say, in the name of Source and all that is light, by the law of divine grace, I, and state your name, now accept the fact that everything is loved, that everyone is loved, that I am loved. Breathe it in and go ahead and say, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is. It is not personal. It is just the way it is. Go ahead and say that. It is not personal. It is just the way it is. It is the way that life is hardwired to support and sustain itself. It is already the way it is. It is the way it has always been. It is the way it will always be. I am loved. I am loved. I am loved. It's already done. It's already done. It's already done. Thank you for taking this walk with me and this walk with Source. Thank you for saying yes to what truly is and who you truly are. Thank you for actually honoring Source so much by willing to actually find out the love that Source actually is. And to no longer, to let go of those illusions of separation and to know Source and to stand with Source anyway. So that not only you could experience a life of being in alignment with Source, so that you could give this Source alignment to your family and your friends and your communities, so that we can create a whole new world from this truth, and so that all of humanity can return to what they know in their hearts truly is.
I was in so much debt. My income has skyrocketed since working with the 6 principles. I was well over $50,000 in debt when I met you, and now I'm making well over $500,000 a year. And things are just like successful as can be. And it's just because out of the love that I have for myself, and all of that just came, all the successes came out of the 6 principles and working with you. I mean, it's really just like a flip of a switch. It was that simple. It wasn't any extra effort I had to put into anything. I was just being myself. All of my clients started saying yes to me. All of my investors started coming and investing their funds, and it's just like took off like a whirlwind, literally tripled my income, and it's just been great ever since.
Before I started working with Rika, I was so miserable, like in my relationship, in my marriage. It felt like I married the worst person ever, and I was so unsupported, and it was dragging me down. Because of your work and the 6 principles, I am now married to my Prince Charming, and I didn't have a divorce. Take note, I am married to the same man, and because I chose me, and I chose to do this work, the people around me shifted. The people around me elevated to this amazing, miraculous life, and I get to pass this on to my kids. Rika, thank you so much.